So it's not a misidentification of the body. You see, when you say, I am not this body, I am not this person, I am not this identity, I am not this flesh and bones, I'm not the thought, the idea, or anything that associates with this body, is to deny completely the makeup of what this is, not the actuality of the body. It's the association, the identification to, this is the only identification that I make, that I am this body and the world outside is not me, it is separate. To identify only with the body, you miss out on all the other things. It's when you look at the landscape, yeah? When you have this peripheral vision that just sees one whole thing, you don't miss out on anything. Your mind, your ego mind misses out because it misses out on the identification of each component. But when you identify with the trees on the horizon, and you ignore the sky, the lake, the hills, you're solely identifying on that, what we call trees. And this is all that takes place, you see. As this ego human mind, we have been stifled in, or not stifled in, but whittled in, to only identify with singular things. Yeah, the I. You were not looking at the I until the speaker pointed to the I. You were looking at the whole thing. But to understand these words, something has to misidentify with all that it has been conditioned into. It's like starting the car, okay? The car is driving along, and it's been driving along for years and years and years, and suddenly it's getting... And all the car is requiring is a rest. So you switch the car off, okay? And you sit back and you pause for a period of time. And you say, okay, let's go. And it picks up speed. The mind of the awakened one, the enlightened thought process is not the same as the thought process that you had before. That's the beauty of awakening. All the things that you thought about before were very serious and very personal and very intimidating. And some were very enlightening, but they weren't consistent. We have the same thoughts now, but they're all consistent. I am fat. What? Really? You don't actually make that gestures. It just passes by. There's nothing to worry about. And then you get caught into the trap. You follow all the doctor's recommendations on so many people wanting you to taste this food, take that, don't eat this food, don't eat that food, don't eat this food. The body only needs food. It needs food to survive. How long it survives is really maybe up to the food. Yeah, it may be the food quality, but what is the point of surviving for a whole lifetime just worrying about what you're eating, or what you're wearing, or what you're seeing, or what your makeup of being little old insignificant me, the body, the mind, the one that will die and be forgotten about. All the qualities that are forgotten are the qualities that you believe you have. No one remembers your bad qualities, even though you've been what you assume as a bad boy in certain periods of your life. No, they only remember the good things. No one remembers the bad things. But you spend your whole life worrying that this body is creating bad things. This mind is creating bad things. And awakening just says, yeah, here's the same thought that you had 12 years ago. What are you going to make of it? What thought? Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, what next? What's the problem? Then you say you pay no interest to life. You don't pay. You don't stop paying interest to life. You stop paying interest to that what you associated with, alone or individually. I am not this body, but I am. I am not this soul, but I am. I am not this spirit, but I am. I am not this consciousness, but I am. I am not this ego, but I am. But what was prior to the ability to divide these things up? Is the spirit different from ego? No. Is the spirit different from body? No. Is the soul different from... Are they different? Are they different qualities? Is the landscape have different individual components? Does the universe have different individual components? We break it up. We say, yeah, there are billions of stars and so many planets and so many black holes. But it's the same universe. Awakening and enlightenment is just a way out of individuality, a way out of division. It's not a case of training the mind to be, yes, every day I'll train my mind. No, let the mind be, let the mind die. Let the car stop. The car's not stopping because it's getting old. The car's stopping because it's full of mileage. It's full of revs, turning, wheels constantly, until it says, I can't take any more. I need a rest. And that's the mind. Awakening is just a rebirth of the mind, a rebirth of the thoughts, same thoughts, but no personal antagonized one of the thoughts that are arising. You find what is prior to I am. See? All these great gurus and saints and speakers, they say, I am. What is prior? What witnesses I am from within? What witnesses I am? And what witnesses that? What witnesses I am? How far can you go back? They say that to reduce means weak negativity. But to reduce means to find zero. Zero is whole. You can't have anything, one single thing, without nothing being here first. You see? All your educational training in school, let's get to 100 really quick. No, let's stay here as nothing. Even that comment pacifies this being, this mind. Let's stay here as nothing. You're not, this mind is not saying, oh, let's be nothing. Let's just be nothing. It's recognition. It's the recognition of the whole. What is a zero? It's a whole. Whole. That's what all these religious people say. Let's find, why can we not all be whole? Why can we not all be zero? The ego says, whoa, I don't like that. I'll lose everything. I'll lose my body. I'll lose my home. I'll lose everything. No, we're not speaking materialistic things. We're speaking about the quality and the personal attachment and associations to that individual thoughts, that individual components of the landscape. You're not a magical, mystical, special guy when you awaken and become enlightened. You realize that you are just the same as every other being. But they don't see it like you. You don't see anything other than life. Can you break up life? No. No, everything is life. Are you more important than the slug? No. Life is life. Everything is life. There cannot be one individual component here without the rest, because it's all the same life. Awakening is just to find out what life is, reality is. You're here. You're here with no mind, with no thought process, with no identification to body, no identification to soul, no identification to spirit when you're a child. But then all these wonderful gifted people say, now, let's teach this child to be little and insignificant and have to fight its way through this world because of fear. If we don't protect it, it will die. What will die? What dies before you die? There's nothing to die, you see. The idea that I will die before I die is another thought. The minute you try and practice and make effort to understand, to see that so many things are far more important, that thing will lead you to enlightenment, that thing won't lead you to enlightenment. You're making effort. I am here effortlessly. I don't have to do anything to be here as a body. I don't have to do anything to be here as a soul or consciousness. It's not my job. It's not your job. It's not the government's job. It's not the universe's job. It is what it is. I am that I am. What is that? See? Then you go and try and discover. Let's search. What does he mean by that? You are that before you say, I am that. You are here before you were here. You're never not here. Your real name is here-ness, livingness, consciousness, beingness, isness, blissfulness, joyfulness, nothingness, emptiness, fullness. But you want more. And boy, you get more. The mind will give you anything you want when you're nothing.